At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you one important thing that the avoidant feels after you've pulled back. So if you're new here, real quick, let's go over the four main attachment styles. There's four of them. There's only one secure attachment style. The rest of them are insecure. So a secure attachment style person is pretty secure with themselves. They have a strong sense of self-esteem within, and they end up having pretty secure relationships. The anxious preoccupied struggles with self-esteem. They struggle with independence, and they usually identify by their relationships because they're preoccupied with a relationship or the idea of a relationship. The dismissive avoidant is hyper independent. They have a hard time getting close to people. They have a hard time opening up, and they're terrified by vulnerability. And the fearful avoidant has both anxious and dismissive traits. That's why this is called the disorganized attachment style. So commonly what happens is an anxious preoccupied, an anxious attachment style will become involved with someone who is more avoidant. And this is what happens. This is how it usually goes. This is the anxious avoidant enabling cycle. So they start off fine. There's a brief honeymoon period, but eventually an insecurity is going to be triggered in either partner. And this is going to cause the avoidant to pull back. Now, when the avoidant pulls back, this in turn is going to cause the anxious to become more insecure, and the anxious is going to move in. And when this happens, the avoidant is going to pull back even more, and it becomes this cycle of these two enabling each other's insecurities. The avoidant is pulling back, the anxious is moving in. And as long as this cycle continues, it's the avoidant who holds the power here. Okay, they're both insecure, but it's the avoidant who's deciding when to pull back. And if you've ever been the anxious one in this cycle, you know how this feels. You probably don't have any clear answers because the avoidant won't give you any. And you're wondering what the deal is. Why won't they just talk to you? Why won't they just tell you how they feel? And this becomes kind of an obsession almost when you're the anxious one, because you just want clarity. You just want resolution. And as an anxious, I've been there. You're probably doing too much, trying to prove yourself, etc. And you know what this feels like for you. It feels confusing. It feels draining. You feel like you've kind of lost yourself, lost your identity, and lost your grounding. By chasing clarity and resolution and validation from the avoidant. But here's the thing. The anxious can take their power back. Okay? When you're the anxious one in this cycle, you feel pulled towards the avoidant emotionally. But when you pull back, when you stop chasing and when you pull back, you start to find your grounding again. And this takes time. It could take a few months. So why does it take so long? Because when you're chasing the avoidant, you're in this state of survival mode. That means your body is going to be flooded with cortisol. That's the fight or flight hormone. And you've probably been living in survival mode for some time. So it will take some time for your body to reset. But when you pull back, gradually, you'll find your grounding again, and you will begin to experience this feeling of emotional magnetism. So what does that look like? Let's take a look. So, emotional magnetism, okay? You are grounded within yourself. You have that bedrock of self-esteem within you, okay? You have your own identity. You're no longer chasing validation from the avoidant. You're not fumbling your words or panicking because in this state, you know exactly what to say, how to say it, if you even still want to say anything at all. And your cortisol has reset to normal. So you're no longer living in this survival mode, no, but rather in this calmed state where you're okay with any outcome because you have that grounding from within. You know where your life is going with or without the avoidant. And in this state, naturally, you become magnetic. You're more likely to draw in the avoidant. They're more likely to be drawn to you. Now, they may or may not come back, but at this point, it doesn't matter to you. Okay. It doesn't matter to you anymore because you've developed this magnetic field of your own. And whether they come back or not, they will notice. The avoidant will notice this independent magnetic field that you have developed for yourself. And you'll have a much easier path in life when you can maintain this calmed magnetic state. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope I brought some good into your life today. If so, please like and subscribe. Please share your thoughts and your stories in the comments. Let's get the discussion going. If you have any questions, please share them. And if you think this video might help somebody, please share it with them. And then until next time, you take care. I'll see you in the next video.